All right. So, I was going to say tonight's episode is delayed because I was listening to on the Sniffers on the telly on the YouTube on TV over there. Being young people were reminding me of when I was younger. Security let me in your pub. I'm not that drunk. But yeah, it sounds normal. Sorry. Anyway, so it probably doesn't delay for any of you guys who are watching this all on pre-record, and it means nothing. And I could cut it out, but I won't. Anyhow, welcome to tonight's match report. I'm going to make it shorter than last week because people were just going, "Oh my god, it was so long." But last week was a story in 3 parts. So the short part about Nick tonight, if I give you a Nick update, is they won on forfeit today. So nothing happened. Done. Minute and 2 seconds in, that bit's finished. And I didn't achieve any significant milestones today, so we'll can't worry about the wickets and shit at the back end of it. So it's a straight up match report. It's a 2-day game we played. I didn't play last week, as you know. I was all off watching Nick play, but I'll give a quick skim through to bring you up to date to the game. I'm not sure if telling you the result up front means you're all going to drop off at 1 minute and 30 seconds, but I'll try to get through this within less than 10 if I can. I don't know. Some people might like it. Apparently, no one liked the 30-minute one. Well, they didn't like it. It just took time. But let's have a look. This will be round 3 in the Hornsby Ku-ring-gai District Cricket Association competition. We're in B grade. This is a match report for the Castle Hill cricket team, not necessarily affiliated. Snappers match report, commenting about a game. It's not on behalf of the club. Anywho, we played Thornley. Nice bunch of guys, younger kids. We're in a position this year where we've got a few older guys, which we've had for a while. And a few sort of younger guys coming through, 15, 16, 17, 18, that sort of thing. So we're playing against kids. Today's kids were maybe 25 to 30, which is probably only a couple of guys on our side. Jake and Ben sitting in that mould. Peak of their powers, that sort of stuff. Quicker in the field, a bit more aggressive with the bat, faster with the ball. Good challenge though. Really, really happy with how we accounted for ourselves today, to be honest, or over the course of the week. So a quick recap on what happened last week for those of you who don't know, because I didn't know much about last week. I wasn't there, and as a dare I say it, opening / frontline bowler, I was kind of glad I wasn't there. Let's be fair. Fred Cat to the top ground, which is usually a fairly slow ground. It's hard to field on because it's got tufts and spikes, but ball doesn't run to the boundary. It's big. Anecdotally, we've been told it's the size of, well, not anecdotally, I've been told fair out that it was measured. It's the size of the SCG. Apparently some new rules have come in and they've had to put some cones in this week or last week. So, I have a bowler with smaller boundaries, but they're not that much smaller, but it was running. So, Thornley batting first, put on 352, 9 declared after 52 overs. So I think this morning we had 11s, which means last week they played 63 overs out of 70. That's a decent total. Generally, in our comp, you look at 160, 220. That ranges to your good, your normal, your part of your good score. Once you get past sort of 220, 250 is a good score. So 350 is like a cracking good score. They had a 75, a 46, and 124, a 50, and a 22 not out at the back end. So quickly going through the figures, I won't call everybody out because I said I wasn't there. But looks like the peak of the bowlers were Westy, 4 for 38 from 10. Talking to Westy today, going, how'd you bowl 10 in a row? He's not even sure himself. But 3.8 and over when you've got 350 put on you and you've taken 4 for 38. Great bowling. Other than that, Glyn 2 for 24 from 6. Bowled very, very well apparently from what I see there. So, yeah, they're probably the two pick of the bowlers. Glyn 2 for 24 from 6 and Westy. Sorry, I forgot your name because, you know, as we discussed today, out of the two Westies, I know you're my third favourite. Westy's been mean. He's been calling people old. I don't know who he'd be calling old, but you know. Anywho, so turn up today chasing. So 9 declared for 352. I think we were at stumps last week. We were 2 for 50 odd, 56 or something, if I remember rightly. We had lost. If it scrolls down. We'd lost Glyn batting at opening and Stan batting at 3, so we're 2 for 52. Came in today and unfortunately VB had pulled a double triple shift. I'm not sure how many. Some stuff at work. So basically had to sleep for a day and a bit. So no VB today. So we're down to 10 batsmen chasing 352. So we're effectively 3 for 50 odd. So 300 runs to go. Not. I don't know. I mean, we have our days. Sometimes we bat well, sometimes we fall apart. So today was interesting to see how it was going to happen. Started off very, very well. Ben and Mick were in and pushed it along. I'm not sure, sort of. Well, let's have a quick look because it might tell us the fall of wickets here. So we're 2 for 7 last week after we'd lost. We lost Glyn at 1 for 2, Stan at 2 for 7. So that was pretty bad by that point. So as I said, 2 for 50 at stumps. So Ben and Mick had settled it. So Ben finally went today at 3 for 72. Was batting really, really well. Just looked really, really good. And then went to play just a straight shot, smashed it. Caught straight. Is what it is for 27. So 27 is really good. Then the skipper stuck around for a bit, for another 30, 40 odd. Before again, he flicked a cracking ball off his feet. Was going for 6 at square leg. Guys come running in and sort of took it, not diving forward, but leaning forward on the run. And caught it. And skipper was gone for 67. 55 balls, 11 falls into 6. Looked really, really good today. Was circumspect when he needed to be, was trying to play a good captain's knock and was doing such a cracking job of it. And to be honest, guys, throwing on your leg stump, on your feet, and you can flick it like that. If you can bat like that, then you got to bat like that. So, unfortunately, the guy caught it. Just is what it is. Again, you're dealing with people that age group, they're just a bit more agile in the field. So it was what it was. So at that stage, 4 for 113, still 200 plus to go. Start to go, how are we going to go here? Is this either going to fall apart or what are you doing? And obviously batting myself. Well, I was going to bat at 10, but you know, it's a discussion between myself and Declan who bats last. So I think it was agreed Declan was batting last. So at this stage I was batting at 9. Thinking, yeah, I'm going to have to bat for 50 overs or something at this point to try and save a game, which is, you know, not going to happen. Anyway, in comes Greg Campbell. Greg we play with in Masters and he's a casual for us. He's the second game Greg's played for us this year actually, and he's been looking really, really good. And again today, he came in and Macca came in. So Greg came in obviously at the fall of Ben. Macca came in a little bit later. Greg 70 and Macca 36 put on a 100-run partnership. So we went from 4 for 113 to 5 for 213. At this point, we're thinking, oh, game on here. They were getting tired. They were starting to slow down the field, starting to rotate through their sort of lower order bowlers. Don't be wrong, still all good bowlers, but, you know, getting tired. We got through to tea. I think that the 100-run partnership came from drinks right through to tea. So these guys batted really, really well. Unfortunately, as happens, come back after tea and just the breaks the concentration. Greg went first of all. I think he skied it from memory. Yeah. It was, oh yeah, caught by no, it was bowled by Will. So, yeah, so Greg went, and not long after that, Macca went. So we went from 4 for 113, 5 for 213 to 6 for 215. And probably our being just over 100 behind. It was really down to sort of Jake and Westy. Both guys can bat. Both guys have got scores before. It was a case of sort of seeing how, and just unfortunately it wasn't their day by that stage. Sort of things sort of started to fall apart. So Jake hit one, I think, to mid off, long off, no mid off. Got caught for none. Westy, he was bowled for 5, so kind of broke our back then because it just left sort of myself and Deck. Yeah, went from 5 for 213 to 8 for 219. So I came into bat because Declan wanted me to bat before him, and then funnily enough, he got to face before me anyway. So I was to get the non-strikers in. I was happy. I got one not out from my 15. Deck was hitting get a few edges, but did kind of well enough to get 7 from 9 before he was caught at first, second slip somewhere. I only scored 1, which was a bit of a streaky edge through between gully and second slip. But I'll take that. I had 15 balls that I faced, so I actually blocked out 12 balls from one guy. But well, I just made sure I was getting bat behind it and just stopping it as best I could. So stuck around for as long as I could. Unfortunately, we lost Deck, and that was it. We're all out for 9 for 227. So what's that? 120 odd behind, just over 120. But to be fair, very, very good side. Bunch of young guys. We've got a mixed side. From what I hear, there was a few drop catches last week, or chances that could have gone. The guy got 100, could have gone early. So, yeah, it's cricket. We're short of batsmen today. But 227 is actually quite a good score. So any other day, that could have been a winning score. So that's it. That's cricket. That's my match report. I've got it to 12:30. By the time I stop rambling, it could be 14. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe.